I'm so excited. I'm about to watch one of my favorite horror show hosts, Lord Blood-Rah, and his nerve-wracking theater. But I have a bonus. I can watch it in 8D. I wonder why. Oh, come join me and my friends, won't you? Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah, Lord Blood-Rah.
Countdown for blast off. X minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Welcome to Lord Blood-Rah's nerve-wracking theater.
Ah, my lords and ladies, geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. I am Lord Blood-Rah, and this is Lord Blood-Rah's Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And my lords and ladies, if you've been watching the show for some time, you know that we've presented some pretty good movies here in the Nerve-Wrackin' Theater. And then there are the rest of them, but they are all, in their own way, entertaining. But sometimes you find a public domain gem that just catches you by surprise. Tonight's film is one of them. Ha ha! Tonight, from 1985, it's the Canadian shocker Eternal Evil, aka The Blue Man. Ha ha! Eternal Evil stars Winston Reckert, whom you sci-fi fans out there may recognize as Priest from 2 episodes of Battlestar Galactica. It also stars the great Karen Black, who had a long and wonderful film career. We horror fans know her best from the TV classic Trilogy of Terror and from Rob Zombie's breakthrough film House of a Thousand Corpses, where she played Mother Firefly. Ha ha! Oh, and I have to tell you that there are some disturbing scenes and moments and images in this film, and some adult language I had to delete, but you know, it's only a movie, right? Ha ha! Well, my lords and ladies, without further ado, I give to you this tale of ultimate terror. Ha ha! Here is Eternal Evil, a.k.a. The Blue Man.
Matthew. How long you been there?
Just a little while. You're funny, Daddy.
Why aren't you in bed? You're always getting up.
I'm thirsty.
There's plenty of water upstairs. Come on. Help me up. I'm getting old. Okay.
Can I have my gun?
Okay, but don't shoot anybody. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Is it Matthew?
Yeah.
Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Gotta put him to bed.
Man.
Hello, I'm Johnny. I'm 2 years old and I'm sad. My diaper's wet. I wouldn't be in this mess if my mommy and daddy bought Flushies, the new disposable diaper. Flushies fit snug-a-bug around my body. Sorry. Can I go to the bathroom? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Only if you promise to change your diapers.
Yeah, thank you.
Take 5, everyone. Okay, take 5, everybody. I love you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Go to the bathroom. What?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's great. I love it.
You go on and on about how you hate making commercials, but you keep doing them.
What am I supposed to do?
Make another film. Well, what's your problem? Don't tell me you haven't had an idea in 7 years.
Come on, Carl. After Wandering Soul was released, no one had hired me to photograph their idiot nephew's wedding. Besides, I own half the company now. I can't just run off.
You know damn well you're only as trapped as you want to be.
Wow.
Paul, we're going around in circles again. And something else is bothering you today. What is it?
Okay. You asked for it. You know that when I did Wandering Soul, I started experimenting with astral projection. And I know it didn't work, because I didn't understand it.
There was nothing to understand, don't you see?
6 months ago, I went to one of those boring industry cocktail things that Jennifer always hates to go to, and I met a woman, Janice, a dancer. She got me back into it.
Into what? Some lunatic notion about traveling outside your body? Come on.
How can you sit there and judge me like that, Carl? Have you ever tried it? Do you even want to understand? I gotta tell you something, man. It's incredible. The surge of energy that you get when you leave your body. The sense of total freedom.
Great. I'm delighted. But just remember where it's coming from, okay?
No, think what you like. But it's given me the strength to be able to put up with this mundane that I have to waste what's ever left of my creative juice. It's given me a whole new outlook on life. And maybe death, too, for that matter, because now I know there's a way out.
And why haven't you told me all this before? Who is this woman, this Janice? Some kind of guru?
Incredible woman. Makes no demands, but's always there. Someone that I can relax with. I don't have to live up to any expectations.
Don't you see what you're doing?
No. What am I doing, Carl? Running away from my problems instead of facing up to them? Is that what I'm doing? For the first time in my life, I'm beginning to see things a little differently, and you tell me I'm out to lunch. No. Hey! Believe a word I'm saying.
For Christ's sake, Paul, you can't just leave like that.
Watch me, Dr. Meister.
Hello, Hello, I'm Johnny. I'm 2 years old and I'm sad. My diaper's wet.
My lords and ladies, it is quite possible that we've already seen the most disturbing scene in this movie. And I apologize. We'll be right back.
Why do you suppose there were no reports about this thing until 1946? What could have happened then to start the stories?
1946? Well, the bikini underwater experiments were set off then. Maybe that started something.
Deep down in the strange, lurid, murky depths of the Pacific are fantastic, horribly grotesque creatures of the sea that challenge man's courage as no earthly creatures can. Science knows some of the answers, but not all. And among science's unknowns is the strange identity of the living monster from the ocean floor.
How he get out of suit? No man get through that.
Then what happened to him?
Here is the first undersea battle ever photographed between a giant killer shark and a woman, as she searches for a monster even more deadly.
Could absorb a man.
Or a woman. Bonnie, cast off on the double.
As we return to Eternal Evil, aka the Blue Man, our frustrated filmmaker leaves his body once again to pay an unwelcomed visit to a friend.
You look tired.
No. Chicken again. You know, it's hard having an appetite when your food smells like paint stripper.
I'm sorry. I was working on a dresser.
Well, can't you do it outside? It smells like a toxic dump in here. It's dangerous, you know.
And that gun in your den isn't dangerous?
Oh, for God's sakes, Jennifer.
Let's not fight again, all right, Paul? I just put Matthew to bed.
How is he?
He's fine.
If he's fine, why is he getting up all the time?
Maybe it's because we're always fighting about paint stripper and guns in the house, late night business meetings.
I'm sorry. I guess a lot of it's been my fault.
No, it's not all your fault.
Huh? A good chunk.
I want to help, Paul. Just tell me how.
I don't know.
I still love you.
Dr. Meister! Dr. Meister!
Hey!
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, it's great to finally get out of the city.
Mm-hmm. Better enjoy it while we can, since your old man's still on the farm.
What? Since when?
Well, if it ain't Super Cop. How you doing, Stuart? Calling me in for simple heart attacks now? What's the matter? You lonely? Well, it came in as a simple heart attack. But check this out. Officially, they're calling this a heart attack.
Jesus.
You like that, huh? You know, maybe you're in the wrong business.
How about interior decorating? You know, speaking of interiors, this one's a beauty. It might still be a heart attack, but if it is, it's the weirdest one I've ever seen.
No kidding. You, gonna dig in?
You bet your lunch.
Didn't you see him? He's around.
Rex!
Oh, it's good to see you.
Get over here. Dad, how come you didn't tell me that you were going to sell the farm?
I was going to. I only put it up for sale yesterday.
Are you in there, boy? I'm gonna find you.
What happened?
Oh, geez.
Let me see.
Come take a peek at this, Stuart. Looks like an abstract. Every rib is broken, but they're jutting out as if they've been broken from inside the body. You figure it out. Every vital organ, the liver, pancreas, kidneys, lungs, even the heart, is either punctured or completely ravaged. Remember those red welts on his chest and abdomen?
Mm-hmm.
Massive hemorrhage.
That's insane.
Tell me about it.
Any traces of drugs or other foreign substances?
Nothing.
Well, what is it?
I don't know what it is. I just know what it looks like. Looks like our dear Dr. Meister swallowed a bomb.
That's one possibility. Or he may have had the $1 lunch special at Senor Hashimoto's Kung Pao Burrito and Falafel Palace, where your stomach won't know what you were thinking. Or an incorporeal entity just tore up his insides.
Looks like our dear Dr. Meister swallowed a bomb.
Yep, it was the $1 lunch special, all right.
Daughter of Horror. Here is tense, taut, chill-filled drama that shocks you with hair-raising horror. Not one word is spoken on the screen. The strangest motion picture you have ever seen. Daughter of Horror.
I'll have to stitch you up.
I was afraid you'd say that.
What the devil got into your dog, Bill?
It was just an accident.
No? I don't know, Tom. I don't know.
Hey!
Oops. Oh, no!
What? Wow!
You having fun?
Why do they make such stupid machines?
Prove you should stick to producing. Hope that wasn't one of our spots.
What happened to you?
Dog bit me.
It's terrible. I thought my cat was ruthless.
How was your weekend?
Right.
Paul? You know me. You know what I am. I spent half my life chasing every 6-footer that moved. But this weekend, something different happened.
A sheep.
Oh, God, I'm so confused. I think I'm in love with a woman. Yeah, Helen?
Paul, Dr. Meister's secretary for you.
I told you I couldn't be reached for him.
She says it's very important.
Put her on. A sec. Yes, May, what's so important?
Dr. Meister's dead. Guard found him in the hallway this morning. Mr. Sharp. Mr. Sharp, are you
Split second after Matthew woke me up, I vaguely remembered traveling, but I didn't know where I'd been. It's only when we got to the farm and I saw that for sale sign that I knew I'd been there.
You traveled to the farm. Why are you so upset?
Because I felt weird, and I didn't know why until the dog attacked me, and I can't understand it because I've known that dog since he was a puppy.
I don't think you should worry about it, Paul. Maybe the dog was sick. I think you should be happy that you can travel out of body.
You're not listening to me, Janice. I can't control my destination. I can't even remember where I've been. It's starting to get a little bit scary.
Do you think people can predict their dreams? Most people don't even remember them.
This isn't a dream, this is real.
Absolutely. That's what sets you apart. Do you remember how trapped you used to feel?
Yeah. I gotta get some control, Janice. I can't go on like this.
Please don't give up, Paul. You will be able to control your destination. You will remember. I can.
Shit.
Something else on your mind?
I saw something last night. Uh-huh. I saw something that I know isn't real. And yet, I swear to God, I saw it. Maybe I am getting old. What did you see?
How's it hanging?
Want a seat?
Nah.
You know, good thing Meister wasn't taking on new patients.
Use the appointments calendar. I only want the most recent. For now, anyway.
That's what I'm doing. What are we looking for anyway?
How the hell should I know?
Weirdos.
Logical start.
As soon as it arrives, call.
Yes?
Paul Sharp, please.
Who shall I announce?
Bill Pearson. I'm his father-in-law.
Oh, up the stairs, around and down, all the way down the hall. Paul, your father-in-law is on his way out.
Who are you? What brings you here?
Hello, Paul. Come on in.
Matthew, why did you do that? You know, I spent hours. Why did you do it?
I'm not supposed to tell.
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
Nobody.
Come on, Matthew. You can tell me. I'm your friend.
I have a friend.
Matthew!
I thought he was seeing a ghost, but he recognized me.
So what did you tell him?
I told him he was crazy.
Impressive argument.
Very funny.
You can only be seen if you want to be seen, you know.
But why would I want to be seen?
I don't know. Maybe you wanted to scare him. Bothers you, doesn't it?
Yes, it bothers me.
Why?
Because Pearson and I have never been the best of friends. I had no reason to go there in the first place.
I think you should stop, Paul. You're getting very nervous, edgy. Take better care of yourself.
You sound like Jennifer.
Well, she's right.
My health isn't my main concern right now, you know what I mean?
I like you healthy.
Before, I couldn't control my destinations. Now, I can't even control when it's going to happen. It's bugging the hell out of me.
I read that Dr. Meister died. Is that the real reason you're upset?
No.
Are you sure?
Leave it alone, Janice.
Paul. You came to me because I can help you. Well, here I am. Why don't you talk to me? Did you go to Dr. Meister?
No.
I mean, out of body? You visited your father-in-law, but you didn't remember that.
That was different.
How? How did Dr. Meister die, Paul?
He died of a heart attack. It was in the newspapers. What are you getting at? You think I could have killed him while I...
I think that you should stop.
Is it possible for someone to unwillingly harm somebody while traveling?
Unwillingly? Or willingly?
From ancient Genesis to the modern screen, is the name written in blood. Ega!
If I could just call you on the phone. The code of the ghost at the sign of the toad. Nobody lives on the Brownsville Road.
Thrill to the newest recording star, R12 Jr.
Oh, they're screaming this way.
See ravishing Marilyn Manning in a thrilling, chilling story. The last of the prehistoric giants sees his first girl. Noah. Curious newsmen search deep in giant country for the last of the ancient cavemen. See a tough giant tamed by the soft hands of his captive woman. See him sacrifice his ageless beard for her love. They lose her to a boy in a dune buggy, escaping a burning desert. Igor's primitive passion was love or kill. Hear Igor talk, the ancient language of love, used at the beginning of time. See Igor!
This time of night? What, are you enjoying the sights? When did they bring him in?
About an hour ago.
Who is he?
Chicken farmer.
What if he was selling chickens to Meister?
Bill Pearson was a very disturbed man the last time I saw him.
In what sense?
Well, I'm not sure. About a week ago, well, it must have been around midnight, I heard some noises. I went outside to see what was going on. That dog of his was hysterical. When Bill looked up, swore to God he'd seen a blue form hovering near the house.
I see ghosts all the time myself.
Well, if you think Bill Pearson was crazy, this should confirm it. He swore the ghost he saw was Paul Sharp, his son-in-law.
I thought everyone came down except these two.
Probably just a couple of funeral rats.
So I dump them?
No. Show me Paul Sharp's.
Just getting to that. Mr. Paul Sharp. And here's the icing. He was a patient of Meister's.
Uh-oh. Aggressive, dissatisfied, astral projection, Janus, Poodle.
Ah, Bradley from Pepper Toys. Murdoch from Telecron. I never forget a face. Do I know you?
I'm here to see Paul Sharp.
Oh, he's in.
I know.
Down the hall.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah.
Sergeant Detective Kaufman.
What can I do for you?
Routine questions about your father-in-law.
Father-in-law? He's dead.
Where were you the night that he died?
Why?
I'm asking the questions.
About a heart attack?
Slow day at the office. Like I said, where were you the night that he died?
I was at home, in bed.
That's better. With your wife? These days you can't take anything for granted. Least of all the sanctity of the bedroom.
Why? You got problems with the sanctity of your bedroom?
Dr. Meister also died of a heart attack, didn't he? You were a patient of his.
How do you know?
I read your file. You look surprised. I'm a cop. I'm allowed.
I'd like those files back if you don't mind.
So, talk to your lawyer.
I will.
Good luck. How did you hurt your arm?
A dog bit me.
Your father-in-law's dog bit you.
You talked to the dog, too?
You make movies?
A long time ago. I make commercials now.
By the way, do you know these people?
No.
Shame.
Listen, I'm aware of the fact that I may be the only link between Carl Meister and Bill Pearson, but it's strictly coincidental, and I'd like to know why you're leaning on me.
Am I leaning on you?
I think you are, yes.
Thanks for your time, Paul. I'm sure we'll talk again. By the way, your father-in-law was becoming senile. He thought he was seeing ghosts. Hello again. I'd like to use a phone, if I may.
Of course. There's one right over there.
Thank you. Mac, do me a favor, will you? Go to Videoscope Limited and see if you can get me a video of a film called The Wandering Soul.
Well, I don't know about this Wandering Souls movie, but I do know that the director of this film, George Mahalka, also directed the 1981 Canadian slasher flick My Bloody Valentine, which Quentin Tarantino himself has said is his all-time favorite slasher film. And speaking of slashers, please sit there quietly while these folks try to cut deeply into your wallet.
This one has plenty of fight in him.
Never before has man been transformed into such hideous proportions. Never have teenage girls been subjected to the terrifying ordeal in the fantastic room of torture. Prisoners on this island of the mad must fight desperately to preserve a sane and conscious mind. This strange and powerful story has been acclaimed as the most terrifying of all time, as it bursts forth the unequaled horror of an island of monsters created by a human beast.
I feel myself going back to the animal instinct. I lock myself in there with him, feeling that I might do something terrible. Billy! Billy!
And now, my lords and ladies, an unexpected surprise. A movie within a movie. Here's a look at the film that drove poor Paul out of the feature film business and into making bizarre diaper commercials. Here's a look at The Wandering Soul.
The Australian outback. Tribes living sometimes 500 miles apart can reportedly communicate with each other. This in a vast expanse of isolated wilderness devoid of telephone, telegraph, or any other means of electronic communication. How then is this communication achieved? One answer is astral projection. Wandering souls. A notion which defies logic and all existing religious beliefs, but in our highly industrialized, secular North American society, William and Monica Duval may be just that, wandering souls.
As I was saying, Paul, our bodies, as you see them now, will soon be dead.
And what happens then?
We shall find others. Suitable successors, you might say.
You make it sound as if taking over another body was the easiest thing in the world.
Heavens, of course it isn't. We don't want just anyone. Weaklings, simpletons, intellectual vagrants. Why would we want them? Lodgings, if you'll pardon the expression, of a certain physical, intellectual, and social standing are much more fascinating.
The process can be quite lengthy, depending on the quality or resistance of the individuals. For instance, it's quite impossible to appropriate those firmly rooted or satisfied with their lives. Basically, you must prepare your hosts, play with their minds, confuse them, isolate them from those they love or need, set loose the anchor. Monica and I have seen life and death through many eyes. Vita es morte es vita. Life is death is life.
When William takes another body, what will you do?
Remarkably enough, we've never been apart for long, regardless of whom we have become.
What you're talking about here is
spiritual vampirism.
That sounds ghastly.
But that's what it is. You have no qualms about destroying someone's life for the sake of your own survival?
You speak of destruction. I speak of rebirth. Imagine a 1,000-year-old mind inside a 30-year-old body.
You have...
Bringing with me the wisdom of ages.
What would happen if you die before you take over another body?
Oh, what a dreadful thought.
If your body dies prematurely, your soul weakens considerably. Unless a host is immediately available, and you manage to keep your wits about you, you become disoriented simply because you've lost home base. Unfortunately, it's happened. And it was not the most enjoyable experience. I shudder at the thought of having to compete once more with centuries of lost, demented souls who will do anything to return. It's rather a nasty realm out there.
But there's also a higher level of spirituality. Couldn't you use your powers to achieve that instead of continuing this endless cycle of destruction?
Such is our failing, Monica's and mine, that we cannot resist the attraction of this imperfect world.
By the time this film was completed, Monica and William Duvall were dead. Pick it up.
Stop that, please, Matthew. I said stop it. I told you to stop that. What's the matter with you?
Matthew, go upstairs.
Boy.
baby.
It's okay.
It's just me. It's just your old mom.
Somebody's going to die.
Matthew, nobody's going to die. Oh, sweetie.
What happened?
He was trying to get the keys to the basement.
Astral projection? Basically, astral projection is the ability to travel outside one's body. Vehicle being a dream. Astral dream, as it's called. Well, imagine yourself as two entities. The physical entity and the spiritual entity. Well, astral projection occurs when the spiritual entity separates itself from the physical entity and takes off. As in death, for instance. Well, if you believe in souls. It most often occurs to people when they're in medical operations or they're in a coma.
Do you really believe that?
There are people who do. And if I can't show they're frauds, then how can I refute them? I mean, do you believe in God? Well, do you believe in reincarnation? Stuart, there are whole countries of people that believe in reincarnation. So, who is privy to the answer, eh?
Have you ever heard of wandering souls?
Wandering souls? Yes, Plato speaks of wandering souls. People who, for one reason or another, died before they were ready. Will you be ready, sir? I can assure you I will not be ready. These people wander sort of aimlessly, as you can imagine, around graveyards in the vain, I can assure you, hope of trying to re-enter the world of the living. Would you cut that lecture?
Probably. What about spiritual vampires? Forget it. Now, going back to astral projection for a second. Theoretically speaking, if I'm traveling outside my body and I come and visit you, would you be able to see me?
There are many factors to consider, but yes, I don't see why not.
What would I look like?
Oh, well, the authors differ on this, but they claim that some of them can be quite real looking.
Could it be hazy, translucent blue, something like that?
Well, I hardly consider that real looking. But yes, that is the most common sighting.
So, if I was a little strange, I mean sensitive, I might think that I was seeing a ghost.
Never the cynic, eh, Stuart? Excellent. But don't make the mistake of discounting the abstract too easily, huh?
Okay, banga banga.
Since when do you talk a native language?
I just started today.
Well, what do you say?
What do you say? I don't even know what I said.
Do I need you, oh, my do I, baby? Of course I do.
Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo turn an island paradise into the zaniest madhouse in the 7 seas. Charlita puts a gleam in Duke Mitchell's eyes.
Your smile only added life to your masquerade.
Muriel Landers puts the whammy on Sammy.
Sammy! Run for your life! Go on, get out of here. Run for your life.
Ramona, the romantic chimp, takes off on a romantic chase of her own.
Strange, but interesting.
Really think so? What a charming compliment.
Bela Lugosi finds the perfect subject to turn a gorilla into a goof, and versa versa.
Look, what are you trying to tell me? I don't understand a word. What am I, dumb or something? Don't answer that. Now look, Duke Mitchell, I'm running this game, you understand? And don't talk back. Yeah, now put it on, because we gotta get out that door.
We now return to Eternal Evil, aka the Blue Man, as our skeptical detective is just beginning to connect the dots, and Paul receives some startling news.
Toast the newlywed. Huh? Oh, Helen and I got married last night. What? Oh, typical office story, you know. The boss marries the receptionist. All the best, buddy. There's something about her. She makes me feel things I've never felt before. You're the first person I've told. She doesn't want her flying around, not yet anyway. You know how people are.
Where is she now?
Oh, at home, recuperating. Animal. You getting any sleep?
Mm-hmm. I'm fine.
She's Amelia Lambro, dancer. Pretty good one, too, or used to be anyway. She dropped out of the West End Dance Company about a year ago. No one's heard much since.
Her?
She's Isis, family name Carmichael, but she never uses it. Also a dancer, but not much up here. She dropped out a short time after Lambro.
Should really get off this stuff. How'd you trace him to the West End?
We had a file on Lambro, a minor drug bust a couple of years back.
Grass?
Acid.
That's those drugs. Any connection to Paul Sharp?
None I can get a fix on.
Hello, Isis. I'm looking for Amelia Lambro.
What?
Can you read?
She's not home.
I know. So where is she?
I don't know. Let me go.
Go.
Home for dinner tonight. I've got to shop, prepare the roast, cake a bake, clean this whole place, take a bath, get dressed, put on my makeup, and make sure I don't burn the house down. Am I worried? Are you kidding? I've never had so much fun in my life because I'm playing Happy Brings the Boss to Dinner, Coma's new video game designed especially for housewives like you and me.
Cut. Bring it. Tail flame. That was great.
I think I made a mistake, Paul. Can we do another take?
Sounded great to me.
Okay, everybody, let's move over here for a new camera position for the beauty shot. Let's go. Come on, everybody, let's go.
Paul, I think she's right. She did make a mistake.
Do you want to direct this piece of... Oops.
No, I'm just saying there may be a problem.
Listen, hey, I think you should try it. See how you like it.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm paying the bill.
Paul, please, just one more, all right? You tell me what to do, you... I've been carrying you and this company for years, and I had enough. You direct it.
I'm sorry. Get it done. I don't care how you do it, but get it done.
Gotta talk to her.
I'll tell her.
Get her to call me. Get her to call me.
Hey!
This is Janice. Leave a message and I will call you.
Call me.
Goodness, but you're anxious to meet me.
Jesus.
How flattering. I'm sorry, but the party is over. As you can see, you'll have to go.
Listen, Rambo, you've had your ass busted before, so don't push me.
You're here to arrest Lambro. How disappointing. She's not here.
You're Amelia Lambro.
You think so?
You want to play games?
No. I'm sorry. I try to be hospitable to all my guests, even if they do break and enter. My name is Janice. Now will you kindly get out of here? Or you'll be very sorry.
That sounds like a threat.
Do you feel threatened?
Not by you, I don't.
Are you afraid of death, dear boy? Don't be. Vita es muerte. Es vita.
All I want to know is what you know about Paul Sharp.
I could want you.
And the director could have wanted to pay more attention during that last scene. If he had, he might have noticed that the boom mic was trying to get into the act. Although, with the lovely Karen Black on the set, I'm sure he was otherwise distracted. We'll be right back.
Bound by no earthly law, possessing weird and enormous powers, these strange teenagers from outer space invade the Earth and prepare to possess its women. Nothing can stop their deadly advance. Earthmen are no match for their superhuman powers. They blast the flesh off humans. A moment before, she was a beautiful young girl. Now, she's a skeleton.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Scott was...
No, he's out meeting clients. Anything I can do?
No. Come
Congratulations, by the way. I haven't seen you since.
Since our shotgun wedding.
Yeah.
Thank you. Scott is a wonderful man.
Yeah, he is. I'm happy for both of you.
Listen, he'll be gone a while. Join me for lunch?
Sure, why not?
Good.
Have a good nap.
To us.
To us?
Anyone else here?
No. Cheers.
Santé. I know what you're thinking. This mysterious woman walks into the company and 6 months later marries my partner.
No, not exactly.
Pretty close. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about us.
We hardly know each other.
We will. I have a feeling you and I are going to be very good friends. After all, if your wife can take long strolls with that detective, I don't see why you and I can't enjoy a pleasant meal.
That's it, baby. More. Come on.
You leave me alone. I just buried my wife.
So tell me again you don't know that cool Janice. You went to the office. You fell asleep. What'd you do then? You call home?
Stay away from me, Coughlin. I mean it.
Tell me that was a damn heart attack.
Hello, Scott.
Oh, Helen. What a lovely surprise. Did you bring the car? You know what? I feel great. Let's go to that new sushi restaurant.
This body's dying, Monica. I've missed holding you. Tonight we'll be together again. Forever.
Monica, if William dies first, what will you do?
Remarkably enough, we've never been apart for long, whomever we became.
Basically, you must prepare your hosts. Play with their minds. Confuse them. Isolate them from those they love or need.
He made me drink it.
Who made you drink it?
He was my friend.
Once this is done, it becomes merely a question of making an entrance and sending their soul into exile, as it were.
And you mean you just enter?
Oh, no, they want us. By then, they have despaired of this earth and are grateful to leave. Monica and I have seen life and death through many eyes.
Who is your friend? Huh?
The blue man. He said his name was William.
Oh, God.
I want to see Mommy.
Go to sleep now, okay? Good boy.
Life is death is life. Vita est morte est vita. Life is death.
Vita est morte.
Te est vita.
Been kissed by a woman like this. This is the story of an adventure so fantastic and horrible as to make a man of science doubt his senses. See see the dance of destruction as Tarantula entices men to a strange fate. Lost women, lost because they were born without human souls. Children of abominable deviltry and twisted science, unleashed by insanity.
She has human beauty and intelligence, still possesses the capacities and instincts of the giant spider.
Who could have shot him?
Nobody shot him. Look, these are not bullet wounds.
What could have killed him?
I don't know. I hope we won't have to find out.
Aren't you afraid, Grant?
I'm scared stiff.
If you're frightened, what do you call him?
I'm getting out of here.
The terror of mortal man, paralyzed with fear, bereft of reason, facing the horror of the giant hexapod.
Now back to Eternal Evil, a.k.a. the Blue Man, as the terror mounts and the true evil is revealed.
Blue man.
Doing here? What do you think? I know how badly you want Janice, or William, or whatever she decides to be. Go to hell. Janice is mine. No, I'm gonna lock you in the trunk. We'll be nice and cozy until all this is over. One stupid move, and I'll shoot you. You understand? Let's go. made me think I did.
I've been expecting you. Don't be afraid.
It's over, William. I'm not going to be one of your victims.
I've admired you since the first time we met, dear boy. You sensed that, didn't you? You liked it. You need me. As you, I will make you the great filmmaker you've always known you could be. I know you so much better than you know yourself.
I don't want you.
All those awful fairy tales about death. Death is beautiful. It brings peace and enlightenment. It brings freedom from all remorse.
You kill them. I'm not gonna let you take Matthew.
Matthew? Matthew is already mine! He's always been mine. And his friend. I'll take good care of Matthew. Don't you feel trapped? Trapped. Locked inside that body. Locked inside that body. You can't stand being locked in. You can't stand being locked in. Never be trapped again.
Assume the position and open your minds wide. It's time for your cranial cavity search. Yes, my lords and ladies, the cranial cavity search. Here's a chance for you great geeks out there to prove your geek cred by showing what you know. And tonight's cranial cavity search question is: there have been hundreds of films either based on or spoofing the story of Frankenstein. Which of these titles is not the actual title of one of those movies? Which of these movies does not really exist? A. Flesh for Frankenstein. B. Frankenstein's Army. C. Frankenstein created bikers. Or D. Frankenstein's Diner. Which of these movies does not actually exist? And will any of us exist after these commercials? And the answer to tonight's cranial cavity search question: which of these titles was not the actual title of a real Frankenstein film? It was D. Frankenstein's Diner. Flesh for Frankenstein, Frankenstein's Army, and Frankenstein-created bikers are all real Frankenstein films. Frankenstein's Diner does not exist. Yet. But now, on to the creepy conclusion of Eternal Evil, a.k.a. the Blue Man, as Paul fights to hang on to his very soul.
Thanks, sport.
Mr. Sharp?
Yeah?
Mick Bartlett. Stuart Kaufman's assistant.
Oh, right. How are you?
Good to see you.
Why don't you go get the ice cream?
Money.
You want one?
No thanks. I gotta watch my weight. You're both looking good.
Yeah, well, it's been a tough couple of months, but we're slowly putting it together. Matt's been great.
Yeah.
Kept us both going. I sold the company.
You did?
Yeah. I'm making another film.
That's great.
Yeah. How's Kaufman doing?
He got out of the hospital and quit the force. Yeah, something he's been wanting to do for a while, it seems. Anyway, he's traveling now. Where exactly, I'm not sure.
Well, good for him. Oh, my God.
Will he make it?
Thanks.
Well, I'll be off.
Well, good to see you, Mick. Take it easy.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Want to switch?
What's yours?
Tutti Frutti Ripples.
No, thanks.
Oh, good.
Good?
I still miss Mommy.
So do I, man. Look.
Eternal evil indeed. That was quite a game of musical bodies there, but who won and who lost? I'll leave that for you to figure out. Well, my lords and ladies, I want to thank you all for watching, and I want to invite you all back again next week when we'll do whatever this is all over again. As always, I am Lord Blood-Rah saying, geek out.